Push the button.
Hello.
Welcome. Episode 168.
You got it right this time.
I have indeed got it right. Welcome, everybody. And what a massive episode it is.
That's right. Welcome again to one of our live shows from Melbourne, Australia.
Beaming around the world.
That's right.
And we're going to be checking in across Australia today.
Look at all these. Everyone's saying hello.
Everybody's on already.
All right. Craig Jones, hello. Anthony, hello.
Strap yourself in, guys. I think we could be in for another 90-minute today.
Could even be longer.
So much goodies to show.
Who else? Oscar Modelling, hello. Thunder Turbine.
Oh, Turbine.
Tony P, hello.
Tony P's on. Working hard as always.
Oh, the Wombat.
Wombat's in.
Yep. All right. Oh, we got Anthony's already guessing cars. Let's start with the what we have to explain here. So
it's okay for the regulars that you'll probably understand, but for the new viewers, we have a segment called Car of the Week.
That's right.
We have mixed it up. Sometimes it's a train, but today I can confirm it is a car of the week.
It is.
We need to know the make.
Yes, the model.
The color.
And the year.
And we
will work on the weight.
I think we can weigh it.
Yeah. We'll need to do that soon, right? Make sure the scales are still working.
Add to the excitement.
That's right. And if you don't know, you've never seen this before, when we say weight, we don't mean the weight of the real car. We mean the weight of this model with its plinth.
As it is.
That's right.
On our scientific calibrated scales.
That's right.
What have we got today, Beach?
Well,
hello to everybody. Let's get started.
That's right. Well, we've got quite a few events on, haven't we?
We have got, and the Hearns racing team is across Australia racing.
That's right.
We've got the on-road guys up there at Bundaberg in Queensland, the 1/10th RCRA Speedy RC state titles.
We do.
And in New South Wales, they're at Bateman's Bay.
Bateman's Bay.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know the title of that. I'm not disrespecting their sponsor, but yeah, the New South Wales 1/10th off-road state titles. Hosted by the Bateman's Bay Club. We've got the Hearns racing team up there.
That's right. And I think Matt is on the line. He's a roving reporter.
Let's check in.
Should we bring him in?
Yeah, let's check him in like the
All right. Oh, I can see cars going by.
Can you?
What's going on here?
Hey guys.
Hello.
How we going?
Hello, Matty. Can you hear us?
Yeah, all clear and clear. All fine.
That is fantastic. That is nice and clear. You sounds like you've got a professional studio set up today, mate.
Oh, no, this is as professional as it gets. The iPhone in the pocket. That's the studio.
All right, we'll see some cars going around there.
Yeah, so where are you, Matt?
I'm at the start of the straight, start-finish straight, and the finish line. So you can see there's a huge jump in the centre of the track, and this is open practice. So we're not doing classes or anything like that for open practice. It's just anyone on the track, 10 cars at a time, open practice, and it's been a big day.
Fantastic. How many batteries have you put through so far?
About 5 or 6. Yeah. So,
is that all?
Yeah.
Just, well, that's good weather.
What's been your favourite car today so far?
Of course, truck.
Truck.
Yeah.
You have the truck. the unsanctioned class is your favourite. It is a fun class, the stadium truck.
Yeah, no, and you had the four-wheel drive out earlier with the 5-turn in it, and she was blasting over the jumps. So a few changes before Sunday four-wheel drive day, but we won't be running a 5-turn come Sunday. But geez, it was fun.
No, you think the 5-turn dash motor might be a bit much for the four-wheel?
Yeah. I just about cleared the entire straight. I think over that great big camelback jump there. So yeah, she got some. It would have
sounded fantastic.
Oh, it looked great. It did look fantastic. So, but yeah, look, everyone's in high spirits. Everyone's having a good time, and there's a lot of smiling people.
That is beautiful. That's what it is all about, mate. That is what it's all about. So you're up there in Bateman's Bay. The weather's looking fantastic. It is Friday, so it's open practice. So you can go out and smash as many battery packs as you want.
That's it.
Now, it's a control tire event, I'm assuming, being a state title.
Yeah, so Proline 3.0 M3 whole shot.
Yep.
Oops, hold on. We'll just... sorry about that.
We're going into the pits.
Going into the pits. We'll go say good day to a few folks. It's a bit
dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is very dry here at the moment. So we'll wander into the pits. We've got Scott on his phone just there. Say good day, Scotty.
Oh. Hello.
Hey, Scotty.
We've got a few of the lads over. Truck. And we've got John working on his beast over here with
John.
Hey,
John Philpott. Here we got Gavin.
Hold on. I'll just come around and we'll have a look at what John's working on. One of the secrets here, John.
What are you working on there, John?
Just trying to lock the rear end a little bit. We're lowering the hub position. So
Lowering the hub position, so you're changing the roll center a little bit.
yeah,
That's the technical term.
Yeah, and you're what are you doing? You're trying to lock in a little bit more rear grip.
correct. Yeah, on corner exit. So it's just got a little bit over rotation on corner exit. So.
Yeah, I reckon you need more turbo.
Yeah, well, I've seen how Matt's 5-turn went before. It was very spectacular.
It's pretty wild.
It was a lot of
That's what I like to hear.
Well, he bought it back in one piece, so that's saying something. Who we got? We've got Gav over there.
If you can't have fun, there's something worth doing.
100%.
All right, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Rightio. So what else is happening? We've got there's a lot of people up on the stand actually, but yeah, the pits is pretty full for practice day.
Wow.
But it's been a full-on day.
Beautiful. That is fantastic. And you've got the so you've got a few Victorians over there with you.
Sorry.
We've got a few other Victorians over there with you, mate.
Yeah, Dan Collar's here, Ray and Lockie Monday. The Mondays are here. Yeah, there's a few Victorians that have come up. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, you get to representing your Yokomos, you get to having fun with your Hearns racing cars, and you enjoy yourself.
Good luck.
No, fast.
Go get them.
Thanks, guys.
Go get them, team. Stay in touch. Yeah, we'll touch base over the weekend. I'm sure we'll see lots of videos or lots of pictures and stuff come through on social media. So that's fantastic.
Yep. We'll do our best. Yep. No worries at all. Thanks, guys.
Good luck, guys. Thank you for your time, Matt.
Thanks.
See ya.
Catch you later.
See you.
Well, there you go.
How good is that?
What was that thing you said?
Live roving reporter.
The last thing you said. It was a sound like,
I'm just
excitement plus.
so excited. I can feel it.
Wait, you feel it? You can taste it?
Should be there.
You miss it, yeah.
We should be.
You miss it. Well, that's good. I mean, how nicely was the track put together?
I'm like a lion in the zoo, just pacing at the fence.
Did you say a lion or lying in the zoo?
A lion at the zoo.
Oh, okay.
Just pacing up and down the fence, chomping at the bit to get out.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's good. Good on you guys. I really love the fact that they're representing us and having fun doing it. They got their Team Yokomo. Matty's obviously a factory driver. He's got his MO 1.0, his SO 1.0, and his YZ2 T truck.
Yeah, love that.
So he'll be, and the truck's his favorite, no doubt. 4 wheels, and as if you couldn't make it any harder to drive, he's put a 5-turn in it, which for those of you who aren't privy, that's like an on-road motor. When we check him with the on-road team later on, you can bet that the mod guys and on-road cars, obviously, they have a lot more traction and stability than an off-road car.
It'll make it challenging, wouldn't it?
His poor little hole shots, they would have been like the size of dinner plates going down the straight. No? Would have been on its tippy toes.
It would have been.
Yeah, anyway, good bit of fun. Thanks for checking in, and thank you for the Hearns Racing off-road team. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good stuff.
We will touch base. Stay in touch because I'll put up all the photos that they forward through.
So that'll be all throughout the weekend.
All throughout the weekend.
So practice day, and then we've got qualifying and some finals throughout the weekend.
Yeah, that is fantastic. So good luck to the Hearns Racing team, Team Yokomo, the Victorians, and everybody competing.
That's it.
Go get them, guys.
All right, let's look at this car because we've got people jumping at a bit for that.
Really?
Look at this. Anthony said Porsche.
Ooh.
That is incorrect.
I can confirm it is not a Porsche.
It is not a Porsche.
That's a car.
Oh, Cookie's online. Hello, Cookie.
Oh,
Jeff Lee.
I'm gonna finger Cookie's box.
Excuse me.
Where is it?
Chris Hovett. Hello. Now, Tony P. He's saying or asking, is an Aston Martin DB2?
No. This is a good one.
Not.
It is not an Aston Martin DB2. Now, this is fresh in. I was scared that we might have had this car on before. It's a fresher restock, and I love this car. But I can confirm it is not a Porsche nor a Aston Martin.
Right. Well, Anthony's got it all right. He's having a beer and painting a boomerang body while he's watching us.
Boomerang body?
Beer, boomerang body, watching us. That's luxury.
Is it? I
don't know.
I could put the painting down. That's a good way to spoil your day. No, painting RC body. Is it an RC? Is it a boomerang at RC, or could be the?
Oh, he's an RC guy, isn't he?
Yeah, have to be. But they haven't
It wouldn't
re-released
be a plane, would it?
They haven't re-released that yet, have they? Anyway, yeah, there's nothing that spoils your day like painting an RC car body.
Well, while he's doing that, he's guessed. Is it a Ferrari? Or I should say, Ferrari? Because it's got 2 question marks on it.
It is a Ferrari.
Is
I
it?
can confirm.
Ferrari, there you go.
I
See?
was more bemused by your tone then. I don't know.
I can do it again for you later.
I'm not very good with the tonal inflection, but yeah,
oh, look, Gav guessed Alpine. Well, actually, it's not an Alpine.
it's definitely not French.
No.
Oh,
All right, we'll come back. We'll come back to that.
we will. It is a Ferrari.
What about next? What are we going to look at? Should we look at like
Robots.
see? I moved hardly anything, and you're
Trains. I want to look at trains.
I was a trains.
Can we look at
that was
trains?
trains.
Choo-choo. All
Come
aboard.
on, let's go.
That's just you and me.
It is.
You and me doing trains.
That's it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I've got a cheat sheet here.
Yep.
And I've got my Aromax car bag.
Yep.
And this is to
What?
save me from potentially breaking any trains that are coming out.
Well, that's right. You know, a bit of luxury, fluff here. That'll keep them all in good nick. All right, so we're going for little ones. Are we?
Yeah, these are little ones, commonly referred to, or better known as, N scale or N gauge.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
And these are class 20s. Class 20s, commonly referred to as choppers.
Choppers.
Yeah.
Let me get that just right.
And these were produced from 1957 to 1968. So a relatively short period of time, you'd say. You'd say it's almost 9 years.
So just to give you an idea of scale,
Scale?
here's my finger right there.
Yeah, but that could be a big finger.
No, that's my big finger there.
That's a thumb.
That's my little finger there. Does that help?
No. Where's the piggy?
There.
That one. Choo-choo!
You don't want to see my middle finger, do you?
So this is... So 1957 to 1968.
Mm.
English train, they made 228 of these in that 9-year period. And Finley tells me that are they still going?
Apparently. I think, aren't they?
I want to say that they're still going. Okay?
Well, we'll say that. Someone can correct us.
Could be wrong. And they often go backwards. He did say that was a funny thing. They always drove them backwards because the windows were better at the
Well, I guess it makes sense, right?
backward end.
If you drive it from this way, you got better vision.
Yeah, I don't think the cooling's going to be much good for the engine, but what I would
Do you think they'll rely a lot on air cooling? Because we'll be going through the sides here.
I don't know.
But I guess, if they found that better.
And this is from Bachman or Graham Farish.
Graham
yeah?
Farish. So Graham Farish is
Graham
Bachman's N-scale brand.
So it's a
Let's see if I can focus in on there.
quality loco.
There we
It's
go.
going to be really smooth running. We didn't have the test track today.
Oh, it's got a couple of nostrils. Are these the buffer stops that actually work? No, none of these.
They work on N scale.
Well, HOs, that would definitely work. So if they're spring loaded, these are pretty small, so I can't really expect them to be working. Look at how fine these details are. So the printing here.
It sort of brings me to what we did last Sunday. We probably should have had a video ready.
Oh, videos are not ready yet. Unfortunately,
We
So we
went to the AMRA Victorian train show.
that's right.
We went with Finley
Yes,
and we went with David.
that's right.
You might know David from either the Hobby Man or Wednesdays when you've been in here.
Yep.
And
There's
all
quite a few videos
all
of
the
his.
videos that Dave does.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we went out there and we had a blast.
That was awesome. There was so many good layouts to look at.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of product to look at as well.
A lot of new stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Really opened my eyes.
Mm.
I thought train guys were like just creepy old guys, but it was quite a young vibe. It was really good.
That's right. Yeah,
It
a
was
lot of
really,
families there
really-
too.
A lot of families.
Mm. And we caught the red rattler.
We did catch the Red Rattler, which is a
Yes.
Victorian old train, isn't it?
That's right.
1890. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so that's when the actual carriages were built.
And they
Because
were
there were carriages in the beginning. So they would
Freight
have been
carriages.
So they would have been pulled by a steam train. And then in the 1920s, they were electrified and turned into urban commuter trains. And from the 1920s, they were used all the way into the early 80s when we were still riding them.
Yes. Yes.
So as kids, we rode them.
and it was actually really plush.
It was.
I imagine it was probably because it was fully restored and
Mm.
had nice glass and windows and
Yeah.
varnish and really nice seats.
Yeah.
But I imagine in some specs they would have probably had wooden seats.
I sort of remember riding on them and smelling the brakes. I don't think we were traveling far enough with the reconditioned one to actually smell the brakes.
And they probably wouldn't have asbestos in the brake pads anymore. They
No,
probably
that's right.
had
That's probably what we were breathing in, right?
yeah, all the asbestos dust from the old sintered brake pads.
Yes, yes.
But it had such cool fixtures and fittings inside the carriage. I really enjoyed it. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
much
was
of a
good.
I'm not much of a train buff, but I know what I like.
Here's a different livery.
I was actually more comfortable than the Sandy train I catch every day, to be honest.
Well, they had really thick cushioned seats,
Didn't
they?
it?
And
And they were small.
and chandeliers.
Chandeliers, yep.
Yep, and a full wooden interior.
And they were actually quite small inside. Like they didn't
Hmm.
hold people like the modern trains hold
No,
people.
no.
There was
that's right.
4 carriages
Yes,
and there was 20 people per carriage.
yes, it was jam packed.
25 people, and it was like capacity.
Yes. There we
Anyway,
go. What do you know about this one?
they are the choppers. I don't know. It's a class 20. It's a chopper.
Oh, okay, so this is a chopper as well. Don't know much about livery.
One's called the River Sheaf and one called the Red Mere.
Really? Which one's which?
Blue with red.
Blue with red, which would have been the first one we were looking
Yeah,
at.
that one is called Redmere.
Right. Oh, it's right here.
Is it?
Yep. We can just see it now.
And the other one is called River Sheaf. I'm a sucker for green.
You like green.
I do. I'm a bit of a green fan.
There we go. So that's N scale. But we don't finish at N scale, do we?
No, we've got more.
We've got more?
Wait, there's more. Hang on.
What else we got?
These cost hundreds of dollars. And you
Yeah.
have to actually treat them like jewelry.
Well, that's why you're doing that, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's why we've got the plushness out. All right, so we've got something a bit bigger now. All right, what have we got here?
Here's a
We've
bit
got
of-
9Fs.
There's a bit of Bachman action. And we've got 2 trains here which are actually the same as far as they're both a 9F. You can go overhead if you want because I don't want people to see me open this.
Why? Why?
Do you know what's really important about opening trains?
What's that?
Putting them in the right box.
Yes, that's right. That's important.
Putting these trains back in the right box to ensure.
So I've got a fresh, or I should say a clean 9F here. You can see by how deep the...
Oh, there's
black
another
colour is.
sheath. These are well packed.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm not licensed.
This is quite modern packaging, and this is the way to go now.
I'm really not licensed to do this. I can hear Dave in the background yelling at me.
Can you?
Wow, that is heavy. And there's a detail pack in here. Are we on
There we go. We're on the overhead.
all right.
So what do you got?
I have got,
Let's move this down a bit.
I wanted to show the difference between weathered
Yep. And clean.
and clean. And I love weathered. No?
Well, I mean, that's how they're going to look after they've been used a bit.
Not
No,
in the train
definitely.
set.
It's all dirty. It's been overheated,
Got soot.
dusty.
That's after I play with it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been ripping around my coffee table for the past 3 hours on 120%.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. You can really
So you can see those rust bits all around
rusty
the
bits and
conroys,
pieces of white.
the white discoloring around
That'd
the.
be soot and ash, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Water stains, steam
Yep.
stains,
Steam stains.
steam stains. Lime.
That doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
Why not?
I don't know why, but it doesn't.
Steam stains.
But look at the tender. The tender looks cool too, doesn't it?
Love me tender.
But compare that finish, so you can see it's like a really dark grey, to a clean version,
Oh.
which is very black.
Showroom fresh.
Yep.
They probably don't call them train showrooms.
Why does this tender look a bit different?
Well, it's tender.
It's actually a different tender.
Could be. It's a different train.
There we go.
It is actually a different train.
Right. All right. So here's another 9F. This is a fresh one.
One's a black late crest.
Black late crest. Where's the crest on this?
And one is an early emblem weathered. So the black ones are later.
Oh,
model
the emblems
train.
were on the tenders, which I showed you before.
Yeah, they're a different unit.
See that? They're working.
You'd do that for days. You'd do that for hours if I let you.
Well, Finn loves them.
What?
Pushing the buffers.
I just like to crash into things. If you pay for buffers, you're going to use it.
Didn't you hear
know
you
what I
say
mean?
something about they're worth hundreds of dollars? I just like crashing into things.
Not with my train, not with the customers' trains.
That's pretty impressive, yeah?
I love.
All right, let's go back to the crest.
We should do trains one week and weigh them. People are not going to believe how heavy they are.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, because of all the ballast in them. Look at all this tiny right here. Probably easier to see on this one. Look at all this.
And being English, it's going to be 00 scale. Is that right?
That is correct. It's 00, running on HO track. And look at how fine the railing is here. See here. Close look here.
You've got the softest hands.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
That is leakage, isn't it? You can see how it's been concentrated around those I don't know, what do you call them? Caps, valves?
Running gear.
Running gear.
No.
There you go. Brand new 9Fs.
9Fs
So
from
these
Bartley.
only arrived just last week.
Yes. And you can DC,
Yep,
DCC, and like DCC sound fitted,
that's right.
isn't it?
So three versions.
3 versions and different liveries. And I do like the brass on the clean one.
Mm.
I do love the weathering. I don't know. I'm torn. If you really go in a scale, I suppose, layout where you've got cars and people and stuff, the weathered one would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Well, it would.
Because there wouldn't have been too many. I don't think the trains would have been very pristine back then, would they? Not unless the Queen was on it.
Well, I mean, they clean them, but there's only so much you can clean off. Certain colours, they just burnt in, aren't they?
Imagine the hours it would take to clean a train.
It'd
And
be easier just to repaint it.
How greasy and sooty and yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it'd
there'll be like
filthy, no?
stuff everywhere. Yeah. There we go.
Now we've got.
Did you like that?
I like that. I liked it a lot, but I'm still scared.
So how are we going to we'll get these back in here? All right, so you've got the,
I've got the weathered one.
I've got the non-weathered one. All right.
Just
so
look out for the
fits in here.
steering wheels. No, Dave's yelling at me. I can feel it.
Can you feel it when you hear him? Just going to get the tender in well. There we go. Tender's in. And see how this just locks over the top and just keeps everything tight as a tiger. Is that how it goes?
Work like a tiger.
All right. So I can't do that intonation. All right, so we'll just pop this back in here. See how secure they are. I'm going to slide this back.
I'm very insecure.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't look it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I think I've put it in wrong. I think I've turned the box around.
No. The loco goes this way.
Does it?
Yeah. The tender
just-
fits in here.
I'm just not confident at all that it's fitting nicely.
Yeah. So drop in the front bit first, and then follow with the tender. We're good? Yeah, that's good.
Is it good?
I think so. You're good. It's all good.
I know, it's just stressful. Stresses me out.
That's it.
Because these are just not a couple of hundred. These are many hundreds.
Many hundreds.
Wow. And so they should be. There's so much work and detail in
There's
these,
a lot in
though.
them, isn't it? There we go. So, I mean, that's quite a large locomotive. Last of the British Railways standard class locomotives to be designed by Riddles was a 9F heavy freight loco. Design work began in the summer of 1951 with the first locomotive entering traffic in January 54. It was one of the most powerful steam locomotive types ever constructed in Britain.
Do you know that the class 9, so they class from 1 to 9 as the power unit? So
Right.
class 9 was the most powerful unit.
Was it?
Yeah. And
Okay.
F was for freight.
For freight.
Yeah, they had F for freight, P for passenger, and I'm not sure, L for livestock.
C for liquors.
Could be.
Right. Okay.
So it's 9F. So it's a very powerful freight train.
So these were used all the way to 1968.
I know. How good's that?
Mm.
How many do you think they made?
3.5.
Yeah. Do you know when the last one was ever produced?
No.
1960.
Oh, was it?
Yes,
That would have been way into the diesel age.
it would have been in Swindon.
Where?
Swindon, England.
Oh,
Now, the only reason I know that is because Finley educated me. So I'm sorry, Finley, if I got any of that wrong, because I probably did.
still going to need these, aren't we?
We could do.
All right, let me put this out again.
Last bit on trains.
We've got some SDS.
SDS. Now, what I love about SDS is an Australian company, and they concentrate on Australian content.
That's right.
And the best of my knowledge is that they only do HO.
Hmm.
HO at Australian scale. Yeah?
That's right. All right, so what have we got here? I have got a NR59, Pacific National.
Pacific National.
So this one's DCC sound fitted. Although just by opening it, you won't be able to tell because it's all got to do with the chip that's inside.
Are you going to open that one?
Yeah, I'll take this one out. Oh, we should open that one, yeah? Let's have a good look at that one.
Why does
Because-
it say cab end?
Because that's where the cab is.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Just making sure.
Just making sure. All right, this one looks pretty special.
This one looks really special. This is from an Australian artist. This one is done to Bessie Little. She did an art piece and they recreated that on this train.
That's right.
And have a look at it.
So if
I want to
just
say
flip
that
over here.
it's Indigenous or Aboriginal art.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
on this train. Now, these trains were only produced, these NR class,
Just going to take the foam out of
from
here.
1996 to 1998.
Oh, really?
And they're very much in use now.
Right.
And you can actually see them, I believe, come through Spencer Street
Right.
doing haulage. Have a look at that beautiful artwork.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Is that done by hand?
No. This will be printed, and this is by a printing technology which is often called tampo printing.
Yes. What? So it's put on like a sticker.
Oh, it's if you can imagine a rubber stamp,
Yes.
except it's super soft,
Yes.
and it gets the ink is printed onto a hard surface first,
Yes.
and then the rubber is pressed against that, and it transfers onto the rubber, and then it's brought over here, and then transferred onto this. And because it's very soft, it covers every single shape here. So that's why it bends around curves and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a single print, just going straight down.
Bunk.
Bonk. That's
A
right.
lot easier than trying to paint it by hand.
Oh, for sure. And there's no way you can do that with decals this smoothly.
Not on that sort of surface, because
Wow.
there's not a flat surface there.
No, that's right. And imagine paying someone to do decals on that.
Oh, you do it for half the price.
Half what price?
Well, that price.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Half a slab?
You did at Aston recently. It was nice.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Thank you for that. But look at it. So really fine.
Hand
Rails.
Don't even touch it.
Yeah, I'll try not to. That's why the foam's in there. See, I left the foam on this side
Yeah,
just to keep its shape.
I would have left
So
it
it won't
in there.
get.
Does cover up a lot of the artwork.
Mm.
But as far as I don't know, a freight train goes, it is bloody beautiful.
How
That.
good would that look going around the.
And it
the
is
layout.
Australian content. If you're doing an outback layout, no, imagine that roaring around your track.
Mm.
That is absolutely beautiful. And
There
that
you go.
one there's a DC model. What do the switches do?
I don't know.
Mm.
But that definitely looks like a speaker, doesn't it?
Well, at some versions. So you can get, again, different versions where they're chipped and speakered.
Mm.
So this is just a DC model.
That's right.
And that is SDS.
Yes.
HO.
Nice, aren't they?
And they're really cool.
I mean, this should be of particular interest to not just Australian modelers, but anyone that's watching from overseas, because they probably haven't seen anything like this.
They wouldn't have. I bet they wouldn't have.
All right, so that's back. All right, let's get this safely back inside. Doing the rapparoonie, mate. This is a bit
Like
like
a sausage
making.
roll.
No, it's a bit like making spring rolls.
Is it?
Hmm.
I wouldn't know.
Have you made spring rolls before?
Oh, well,
Oh, I don't know what
whatever.
you just like eating them.
Yep. rice paper roll.
You don't know what you're
It's
missing
almost
out
like
on.
the consistency of rice.
So this was
paper
the
roll.
other one. So we didn't actually look at this one, but let's just unfold this.
Too busy talking
This
about
is
rice
the
paper
Pacific
roll.
National.
Pacific.
Much simpler livery, but still colorful nevertheless. Absolutely beautiful.
Aren't they?
All right. So
By the
there
Australian
is
company SDS.
SDS it is.
I love it.
Cab end is this way.
It's a very good.
There we go.
See?
Designed to fit perfectly.
And it's really good that they spend good money on their packaging, keeps it safe.
Yes.
Do train enthusiasts keep them in these?
Yeah. So
At home?
I would say so because at the train show, everyone had these stacked up.
Did they?
Yeah.
I
You
imagine
can
for
get
transport.
larger transport boxes too, which we did have, and that's where it's a much larger box, and you put multiples in there, so you only have the one box to carry.
I think
But that's very safe, just doing it like that.
Rubik's World could be the ultimate.
Well, let's see if they fit. They would, wouldn't they?
They'll fit for sure.
Yeah.
They will fit for sure.
Yeah.
Look out for Brett's bag. Another.
There you go.
Wow.
All right, let's go back to the car.
What do we got?
We have got some guesses here now.
And then we're going to cross live to another
So
racetrack.
Anthony again. So Anthony picked up Ferrari before, but he
Did.
says Ferrari 250. It is not a 250.
It's definitely not a
Not a
250.
250. And Anthony does confirm it's a Tamiya Boomerang he's painting.
Oh,
What color is it? Is it box art? Is it white?
It's white, isn't it? White with blue and red stickers.
Might be painting it something different.
Yeah,
What color shift?
bit of PS57,
57.
bit of pearl white,
Oh,
and a touch of class.
classy.
All right, let's. Anybody else? Ferrari Super. What did you say? Super Mario? What are you on about?
Where's Super Mario?
Tony P. What's he on about?
No, it's not Super Mario, although it looks like that. Super Marika.
No. Could be. Maybe that's what it's called, but that's not what's on the plinth.
No, so no, some of those letters don't quite match up, do they?
No, they do not.
Sounds good though.
But it is a Ferrari.
Yes. What's we got here?
Nobody's guessed the color.
Oh, I think they're trying to.
It's a light red.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! We've got
What?
a Ferrari Aston Martin DB5.
It's not a Ferrari Aston Martin DB5.
No.
Although
no.
James Bond probably would have got more action if he was in this. No? Imagine him driving down the French
Wait,
Riviera and that.
what sort of action are you talking about? Like a truck smashing into the side of it type of
Yeah, the
action?
pew pew.
Ah, that's terrible.
Let's
All
go. Let's get on the studio.
All right, let's move on.
Let-
What studio? Oh,
We've got let's climb
we have someone else coming, another roving reporter.
another roving reporter, this time up north.
Yes. Oh, it's John.
Here
Hello.
he is.
Let's put
Hey
him on the
guys,
big
how you
screen.
going?
Yeah, good.
How are you, JP?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Just over here at Bundaberg RC.
Yeah.
The whole team's out here. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of a pit walk.
Yeah,
that is
please.
fantastic.
We'd love to see what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks to the crew here. We got the
Oh,
man
look at
himself,
that.
Simon Nicholson.
We've got Simon Nicholson, got Big Dog up there.
We got Big Dog
Hey,
Steve
Simon.
Cornell.
Steve,
Hello.
how are you, Stephen? Looking good, buddy.
Terry
Everyone
Norman,
behaving
Queensland's top dog.
Oh,
Hello.
Terry Norman's got a fresh bit.
And we're not going to bother him too much, but he's about to head up on the driver's stand. Willow himself.
Hello.
Hey, Willow, how are you, Brett?
How are
That's
you?
good, mate. Looking good. Enjoying the sunshine?
I could hardly hear you with all the noise in the background. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
just
keep
get
walking-
to having
I'm just gonna
fun,
keep
mate.
walking through.
Yeah. Gee, it looks warm, man.
We got Team X-Ray over here.
Right.
Yep,
Well, at least there's a showing.
that's
And
right. Where's Master Joe?
we're gonna check. We're gonna check this out, guys. You've got to check out the new scheme.
The new scheme.
Now, have a look at this.
Is that-
Oh,
Oh.
look at that.
He's added some pink bits.
Oh, he's got a bit of pink bits, got a bit of Hearns Racing green on it,
It looks like it's doing 200 kilometers an hour already.
doesn't it? That is young Christian Silva. That man can paint.
Wow.
He's an airbender from way back.
Look at all the diamond patterns on the roof.
He's absolutely next level painter.
Wow. Wow, good job.
That is fantastic.
Amazing Christian Silver's work, hand painted in his garage.
Beautiful.
He just headed over to the bathroom over there, so we'll catch him when we come back.
Yep.
He's hiding from you, John.
Catch some more of the locals from Queensland. Noel
Right.
Gordon, another Hearns driver.
Hi, guys.
Hello. How you
How
going
are
there,
you?
buddy?
Good.
How are you, Noel?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, good
That's
stuff.
fantastic.
Good luck.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just asking how you're traveling up there.
We're doing well. Yeah, it's lovely up
Yeah,
here. The
good.
guys are treating us well.
You've got your new car all sorted.
Yeah, car's going great.
That's fantastic.
Check it out.
You got the BD12, haven't you, Noel?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the 12 now, and it's hooked up very well. Goes well.
Oh, looks really good. Looks excellent.
So just a few things that we've seen with Noel's car. He's running the RTF locker on the rear here.
Yep.
He's also taking out the 2 screws on the bulkhead front and rear. The
Mhm.
RC Maker top decks.
Yep.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Amazing. Check out this paint. You do that yourself, Noel?
No, I've got one of my mates painted for me.
You got this painted up. Check out the honeycomb in the grill and in the paint.
Wow.
Don't know whether you can see that.
Wow. That's pretty flash.
Nice, nice.
That's
I'll just keep
psychedelic.
walking. We got Josh McComb here. He's joining the Yokomo team sooner or later. Hopefully
Yeah.
next week.
He can step
He's
up,
seen the
mate.
car's going wild. So
Does he?
Yeah.
spending some time with us over in the pit lane. We're helping him out. Doesn't matter what car he drives. I think he's driving a Destiny at the moment, but he's he's more than welcome to our help anytime.
Yeah.
Just gonna put a
Absolutely. That's the
special
thing
guest
I love about you guys is you take the party wherever you go.
That's it. We're literally on the Venga bus this weekend, but I've got a surprise guest for you over here. Not sure whether you
Oh.
know him.
Ah.
Hello.
Master Joe.
How you doing, Joe?
Can anyone watching guess who this gentleman is?
How are you, Brett? BJ?
I'm going good, Joe. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Have a look at it.
Oh.
You got the tan. Hope you've got proper shoes on today, Joe.
Yeah,
He's-
the usual one.
He's got shoes on.
Oh, that's all right. I thought he was only
Yeah,
wearing
no,
sandals, but it's an official race day.
All righty. I'll continue on.
Fantastic. Have fun, guys. Have fun, Joe.
You gotta check out this track. Absolutely amazing facilities here at Bundaberg.
Yep.
Oh, wow. It looks really fresh.
Huge track.
They look big. Well, they race 8 scale and even 5th scale up there, I believe, JP. Is that right?
Yeah, well, the 8 scales were just up. Yes, definitely. And the 8 scales are up and they fly around this track. Really,
Wow.
really does suit the 8 scales. Awesome to drive mod here as well. Just the speed is insane. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You got the 5-turn bolted in your car at the moment?
Yeah, still running the 5-turn, mate. The 5-turn's got plenty of power.
Yeah,
If
we're
we need a
just-
little
we're
bit more,
just speaking to Matthew Jenkins down there in Bateman's Bay. He's got one screwed into his 4-wheel drive buggy.
mint. Yeah, we find that the 5-turn's a little bit more versatile and easier on the tires. The
Yeah.
4.5 definitely has more power. But yeah, we're looking for car balance at the moment, not really power.
Yeah. And how's the BD12s coming together so far?
Mate, awesome. The car straight out from our setup that we ran at PDNR. As you know, Simo won that. I think I was on podium with Cornell in 4. Put the cars on track and yeah, pretty much just fine tuning it. Didn't have to change much at all. I've changed body shell and that's about it. So yeah.
Well, that's the way you want it, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be tinkering too much, mate. You want to be doing more driving, less time fixing.
Is it open practice today or is it timed practice?
It's timed practice today. We've got, I think, another 2 or 3 more rounds. After those 2 or 3 rounds, I believe we might try and sneak in some seating. If not, it'll be in the morning. But yeah, there's plenty of sunlight around here. So yeah, plenty of driving.
Hey, Cornell.
back there. 19-second laps. Look out, top dog.
That's
Oh.
all right. He's the fastest at the moment, coming into after P1. So he's second fastest at the moment. So yeah.
So we're going to have Yokomo 1, 2, and 3, it looks like.
Mate, we're gonna try. Cars are really good at the moment. If you get into the day where it is now, we probably be 1, 2, and 3. But as you know, we need to run 3 qualifiers and 3 finals, and hopefully secure them with clean runs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good stuff.
Anyway, you just get to having fun, mate. Look after yourself. Look after the team. And
Yeah,
thanks for
sure
taking
will,
time out of your day.
Yeah, best of luck.
No worries.
Go get them. Go fast.
Thanks, guys. Talk
All
soon.
right. See you later.
Peace.
Take care, John. Thanks, mate.
Wow. Our second roving reporter up in Bundaberg, Queensland.
Caught Master Joe on the fly.
How is he? He's looking well, isn't he?
He's looking well.
Yeah.
Looking tanned. He had to
That's
show
it.
me how tanned he looked.
That's right. Well, the vitamin D. It's good for him.
No, that's really good. Thank you guys for taking time out, especially when it's timed practice. If that, we could have completely buggered up his schedule if he had to go on track because you only get so many times per day.
Yeah.
So that is the off-road team at the New South Wales state titles.
Yes, that was
And
Matt.
that was John Puce and the on-road guys up there at Bundaberg in Queensland.
That's it. All up north.
Fantastic. Well, good luck to the Hearns racing team wherever you are.
Well, it looks like they're set up for some pretty good racing this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the
And
tracks look beautiful.
both tracks look beautiful, and the weather forecast for both venues is really good. Fantastic.
All right. What are we doing? We're going back to the car.
Let's go back to the car.
All right. What have we got? Hang on. I was up here.
Where were you?
So.
What?
Oh, there's the Super Marika, which is
Super Marika.
We don't think there's the Aston Martin. We've got a metallic grey. I don't think it's metallic grey, is it?
It's metallic. Light grey. No.
Oh, here, Saurian. Super Americana.
Well, I tend to agree that actually is probably what it says.
I think so too. But there is a number in there.
There is a
Which
number.
we need.
And colour.
And a colour. And a weight. We haven't
And
even
I
weighed
bet-
it yet.
And I bet it's Corsa.
Should
I could call it courses. Everything's Corsa.
Corsa Blanco. It's a dark Blanco. So, how about we wait it? We better wait before everyone starts guessing, yeah?
All right.
All right. Because if we want people to guess, then we have to have some sort of idea of how to guide everyone. What have we got? Is it? Oh, I said I'm sleepy.
It was good this time last week.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Good. All right. All right.
Temperature
What's going
compensated.
Okay.
We'll call that.
Yeah. I'm going to forget in like
I
5
will
seconds.
confirm.
That's close enough. We'll stick with that one.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we've got to guess 850. No, it's way higher.
It's way higher
It's
than
way higher.
850.
All right, let's move on to the next thing. What do we got next?
We've had a lot of RC.
So we're going
I
to
think
look
we
at
should look at some.
shiny.
Yep. You've broken out with the robot thing again.
This is pretty special.
And-
And
What?
I predict it will not last 2 hours.
I reckon it'll be out of this store if it's not already sold online,
Yes.
because this is the hottest thing, isn't it?
Ever.
Well, it's the hottest Gundam that we've had in the past 6 months.
Yes.
We have not been
Yes.
able to keep them on the shelves, and this is the last one of a huge number that we had.
That's right. So this is the MGEX second version they've released. So this is the Strike Freedom.
And I think we had it on very briefly last time, and we just got a fresh restock, and it hasn't lasted but 48 hours.
Yep. So we're not going to open it up because we've already shown before, but it's very blingy.
Very blingy. This has got like a gold, I want to say undercarriage, a gold skeleton mech.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then you put the armor on it.
That's right.
So, and as you pose or move the armor or whatever, you can see the gold, and it
You
looks phenomenal. It
So
absolutely
EX
looks really good.
EX is taking the MG or the Master Grade series to the next level. So it looks blingier, if you can say that, if it's such a word. It's got extra joints, so it actually has more movement. And all in all, it's got more parts, so it's a more complicated build.
Arm to the hilt.
That's right. And so you do build it up as you would expect, I guess, the actual robot to be built. So you're building up the arms.
The mech.
Yeah, and then the torso, and then you end up with the inner frame.
Yeah.
And then the outer frame starts coming on, all the armor.
Very cool.
Strike Freedom. All right.
Strike Freedom
That
Gundam.
one. 2 hours, I reckon. And this one. This is not new, but
Not new.
Barbie is quite popular. And
Oh.
not just because of Barbie movies come out,
That's Barbatos.
but we quite often call Barbatos Gundam Barbie.
Do you?
Because it's short. It's like a nickname.
It is one of the cookies. I've never once heard that in my life.
Haven't you?
Gundam Barbie.
Well, I don't know.
Is it?
Or Barbie.
Gumpler Barbie. Have you got any Gumpler Barbie?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here's one right here. So this is the Master Grade one.
Barbatos.
Yeah. So the Barbatos, the aesthetic and the design of it comes from the Iron-Blooded Orphans, which is one of the series of Gundam, and the aesthetic is totally different. It's much more edgy, and I think it's more aggressive styling. So it looks totally.
So
different
was
to
that the
classic stuff.
previous season?
This is quite a few seasons back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's like a season every year, and
Okay.
the aesthetic changes a little bit, but it's
Because now it's the Witches of Mercury. Is that right? Or
That's
am I
right.
Still, am I off?
no, that's
Witches
correct.
of Mercury.
Yeah, and so that aesthetic is different again, but this is like really crazy aggressive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Iron-Blooded Orphans.
That's right. It's cool. And so Barbatos is the most popular.
Him and I want to say 782. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
RX-78-2.
Yeah.
That's like a very classic shape.
I think Barbatos and that fellow,
Hmm.
782.
Yep.
And Larinal. What's her name? Lirinal.
Oh, do you like her?
She seems very popular too from the current
She
series.
is. Well,
Ariel.
Oh, Ariel. Yeah,
Is it?
Ariel is.
Or
Yeah,
Lirinal or something. Yeah.
Lirinal is from 30-Minute Sisters. You're thinking about a different shape.
Probably.
So there we go. So that's what we got
It's a Gundam Bonanza.
in Gundam.
What else you got?
I've got other stuff.
Show me
we got,
some.
we got some new Airfix.
FX. Is it new?
Yep.
New.
So it's new as in it's a new version.
Yep.
So this is a tropical version of the BF-110
What makes a tropical version?
pineapple.
That's what I would thought. If you ever get a Hawaiian or a tropical anything,
Mm,
it's got pineapple on it.
that's right.
What about the plane? What makes a plane tropical?
So it's designed to operate in, well, what they call tropical conditions would have been the desert. So there would have been extra air filters because it's high humidity and it's dry at the same time. It's dusty.
Air filters.
So
It
they,
flies in the sky
right? Yeah, because they had to stop the dust from getting in.
and landing and takeoff
Yeah,
on dirt runways.
that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't mean the enemy like throwing sand at them or anything.
No pineapples.
I could have pineapples. I open up a can of pineapples inside and started eating those.
Smelt fruity.
And so, hence being tropical, it's got the sort of sandy camouflage schemes on them as well.
There you go.
Yeah, North African campaign.
And it's a Messerschmitt.
And it's 1/72 scale.
How come it's a B110? I thought they were B109s.
109s are fighters. This is like a bomber. It's quite big.
And what's Messerschmitt?
Messerschmitt's the manufacturer.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
I thought,
Right.
see, I was wrong. I thought Messerschmitt was the model.
Oh, no.
Messerschmitt's the manufacturer.
That's right.
B110. Right.
I got a Spitty. Now, this is not exactly new, but they're back.
I was going to say, how could they possibly make a new Spitfire after all this time?
This is
This
a
would be-
Mark 11.
This would be the most popular plane model,
Mm.
bar none.
That's right.
No, I don't know any plane modeler who's modeled planes who hasn't built a Spitfire.
Spitfires are so famous because, particularly in the early years of the war, they were instrumental in the Battle of Britain. Because if they didn't have that fighter to help them defend England, then Germany could have quite easily invaded. So the Spitfire alongside the Hurricane, which
Don't
was out there.
mention the war.
It's a bit hard when we're talking about war machines, but this is a sort of mid-level model because Spitfire is actually made up to, was it Mark 24?
24.
Yeah, so 24 different versions. So this is a Mark
14.
11. Is it 14?
It's a
Oh, it's a 14. So it's quite late then.
X1V would be 14. I
It would
reckon.
be. I didn't see the V on the end. I haven't got glasses on.
It's true. You don't.
All right, here's something quite nice.
Show me something quite nice.
48 scale Vampire.
It sounds American.
It's English.
Is it?
It's made by de Havilland.
De Havilland.
Yeah, and that's quite an early jet model. So after the war, wouldn't have been much after the war. Would have been the late 40s. They started making these, and then they were using them through the 50s as well.
I've got to say, not that I know much or many, my opinion should be taken with any
Any what?
any what meaning,
Right.
but that's an ugly plane.
Oh, people love that.
Do they?
Looks like a frog, but
Just looks funny. Why has it got two like fuselages?
well, it's got
like
the two booms on it, yeah.
Got a boom.
Yeah, because
tail
if
end.
you had the boom in the center like normal, it would just burn off because it's got the engine in the center.
They couldn't duct it.
Well, I guess not.
No duck. Quack
No,
quack.
no. They came later.
You wait for the ducks.
Yeah, Tamir ducks. Here you come.
Quack quack.
But that's not the ugliest plane. I'll show you an ugly plane later.
Is that what you call it?
All right, so we've got a new version of the Hunter as well.
The Hunter.
Hunter. So this is like is it 1970s?
That London drawbridge it's flying under.
Probably. Is it flying under it?
Well, I think
That's pretty adventurous, isn't
I think
it?
that's a. Was
It's
it?
got a double-decker bus there.
Was it in there?
All the passengers would get a fright out of that, wouldn't they?
Was it a like in a Red Bull plane race or something?
Oh, maybe. Could have happened recently. I don't know. But we've got
Walker
schemes
Hunter.
here. So there's early 60s and there's a late 70s scheme there as well in grey. 48 scale, quite a large kit.
Pretty big.
There we go.
Is Airfix your favourite plane?
What brand?
Yeah. What do you think your favourite plane kit is?
I reckon Tamir makes some pretty good kits
Yeah.
amongst all the stuff they make.
If only they made a F-35 in a smaller scale.
F-35 in a smaller scale.
What?
So with the success of the 48 scale,
They only
Tamir
released that like a
F-35.
year ago.
Yeah.
No? And you went a big fuss about it.
Yeah.
Didn't you make one? And you refused to paint it?
No, I didn't do the F-35. I did an F4.
I'm not sure.
That was really good.
Was it?
F-35 is really nice too. And there's a smaller version because the plane is just so popular. It's used by so many countries around the world,
Is it for Nev?
including Australia.
Does Nev have one?
I don't think he does. I think you'll have to show him next time around.
I think Nev will love this.
That's right.
Haven't seen him in this week.
No. I can't remember if this comes with the same number of markings as the 48 scale one. The 48 scale one had Australian.
Comes with two markings.
Okay. So what do we got? We got a Japanese version?
We've got the 301 Squadron and the
Oh,
302
so there's two
Squadron.
Japanese versions in there.
Yes.
Okay. The 48 scale one actually has multiple international, including Australian decals in it.
Does it?
So if you get this, I'm sure you'll be able to find some.
1/72nd scale Warbird collection.
That's it. That's it. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's just go. Brand new 30th anniversary Honda from Tamiya.
Why aren't we unboxing it?
Why aren't we? You want to unbox it?
We'll do it separately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This
Look
is
at
something.
the-
This
look at the
is
health
something that needs to be unboxed.
For sure.
No,
For sure.
this is absolutely beautiful. You know, the last thing that we did was Ducati Superleggero. That was beautiful. And this is Tamiya's latest model.
That's right.
And
And we did a
it's-
Suzuki as well, didn't we, when that came out?
Yes, we did do an
Yeah.
unboxing of a Suzuki. So if we haven't done it in the studio next week, we'll do it on next week's show.
Yep.
We'll have an in-depth look at this because this
Yes.
is going to be something that needs a look at.
Absolutely. Because there's some really fine details, and how they've achieved that is quite remarkable.
And they've obviously collaborated with Honda very closely.
Mm.
You know, both Japanese factories, and I'm
Yes.
sure they've had a long working relationship.
Yes, they
Tamiya
have.
and Honda.
Definitely.
So the 30th anniversary of the Fireblade, they've released this.
That's it.
1993.
Is it?
Yeah, well, obviously 30 years.
Oh, 30 years.
So
yeah.
19, and they can see they've replicated it on a modern CBR 1000 Fireblade, and
Right.
they've sort of put the old
retro-
paint scheme.
Yep.
They've modernized the old paint scheme, which was like fluoro pink, purple, and white.
Yes.
And that was such a cool bike. And
Look
I
at-
love what they've done. And I think that that will absolutely look amazing.
Maybe we should build one. No?
I think Jack should build one for us.
Brand spanking new car of a brand spanking new maker.
GMA.
That's it.
Do you know who's going to buy this?
Does start with J.
A. Starts with an A.
A.
Cookie.
Is he?
Cookie would love this. I think it's very Cookie.
Well, it's
I don't know that.
it's a very 90s aesthetic, don't you
What,
think?
what are you saying? He's from the 90s.
Well, he likes Senna in that age of F1.
This is cool. This is a nod to the original fan cars.
That's it.
And it is, in fact, a fan car of the current times.
Well, I see a lot of the McLaren F1 design in it.
Mm.
See the shapes, the aesthetics across the front and the sides.
And the centre mount
Driving
drivers.
position.
Yeah.
That's right. So if you're not sure who GMA is, it's Gordon Murray Automotive.
Yes.
And Gordon Murray was an F1 car designer, very successful for Brabham and McLaren.
And McLaren.
And he produced the first McLaren road car, which was the F1.
Yes.
And so now this is his own brand of car, and he's called it the T50. What did the 50 stand for? It had some significance, didn't it?
Probably 50 years old. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
50th, yeah.
So you'll see the design in the back, how he's got the fan design.
And that's to draw air from underneath the car out the back like a jet turbine.
Yep.
Is that correct?
And the way that the, would you call it the hood? How it opens up, like the engine cover.
I love that because it's
It's
sort of like the
hinged.
1920s.
Yeah,
Like
so how
era.
it looks, let's see it from the top there.
Oh, I want to rip into it. I really want to rip into it. Why couldn't Jack buy one that I could rip into?
Oh. So you see how it's like gull wings? that open
Yeah.
up? So you can access the engine at the back.
And the boot compartment's actually this here, this next in front of the
Oh,
rear
is
wheel.
it?
That's where you put your luggage,
Oh, right.
You-
Oh, that's similar to the F1, isn't
your
it?
duffel bag
Because he used to have specific luggage that
fitted.
in that front compartment
Mm.
near the front door.
Now the auto
There's the engine.
manufacturers offer that.
Oh, do they?
It's like
So we
option.
got some photo etch parts there, some grills, and then the rear section of the fan. See the fan just back here.
You can see
Right.
the motor control unit. It is awesome.
What have we got on this side? There we go. And there's the inner.
Monocoque.
That's it. And there we go. Look at that.
And like you said, it's almost like a very retro design. It's brand new, but it almost looks retro F1.
Yes. So when we first heard about this particular kit, we weren't sure it was actually going to happen
No.
because it was a secret.
That was
It
a
just got
prototype
leaked.
car. That's right. Prototype hypercar. Well, this is actually available, isn't it?
Yes.
These are available.
Yes. So we're going to be in stock now, and the real car's available too. And I've seen videos of the real cars driving around. What was it again? Goodwood.
Goodwood. I was going to say your car park, probably.
My car park.
No. Imagine that it would vacuum your driveway for you, wouldn't it?
Had to blow it out the back.
You could just feed it like your leaves and stuff underneath the car.
What are you
Mulcher.
saying? Like a koala. What
like
do koalas do?
Like a wombat.
What do wombats do?
Not sure.
Oh, can't say. All right, so let's see.
What
We've
do
got,
they
we've
do?
got
They eat leaves.
not just leaves,
Bark.
roots.
Wombats. Not koalas.
Yeah, wombats.
Yeah, well, you said koalas, didn't
I
you?
started off with that.
Oh.
I was running with it. Didn't work.
Eats roots and leaves.
That's right.
Sounds like a good diet to me.
Sounds like a good joke. But let's move on.
Oh, I spoiled that. Are we going back to
We
the
got
car?
weights. We got weights.
Oh, do you
We
remember?
got weights. Barely.
Back to the koala.
All right, 1100. It's
Ooh.
higher than that, isn't it?
It is higher than
It is higher than
1100.
1100.
What else we got?
Yeah. We got 1250.
Lower.
It's lower than 1250.
Lower than 1250.
We're
higher than-
1200.
Lower than
It's lower.
1200.
1190. Lower.
It's lower than 1190.
Yeah. So lower than 1190.
Yep.
Okay. So Anthony's 1250 is too high. Oh, look at this.
What?
Cookie's waiting for an MP4.
I told you that. Where's the other one?
Yeah, but that's not his sort of thing. Are you into MP42s?
He
That's
loves,
a pros car.
he loves MP42s.
He
That
loves
was-
Senna. He loves Senna.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be Senna.
Right.
Senna all the way.
It's-
MP44.
Even
famous
if it's
Senna.
not in the middle, he still loves Senna.
All
Got it
right.
tattooed on his foot.
Hey?
Got it tattooed on his foot.
Has he?
Senna.
Does not.
He does.
Does he?
He'll send a picture in.
Oh, all right.
Cookie
Send
will
a picture
send.
of your foot.
It says Senna on it.
Has it?
It's your mate.
Right.
It's your mate.
All right, I got more stuff to look at. New Italeri.
Ed Larry.
Yep. F16C.
What does the C stand for?
C. oh,
Combat.
no. Well, there was an A, a B, and a C. So there'll be advancements in them. Let's see if it tells me here.
We don't have time for you to read that. The Fighting Falcon.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't tell me anyway. So they're really cool. I like those.
What do you like about it most?
They're a very compact fighter, and if you ask Nev,
That's what the
he
Sims
says, let's see for compact. He said these, he thinks are one of the best fighters ever produced.
He'd know. He'd know.
I think he said he's been in one.
In my car, they have a K for compact.
K.
K.
Is that for German?
It's German compact. It is. It's an SL compact.
Right.
Okay, that's what the K's for. There you go.
All right, so that's the F16C. All right, we've got something else. F5E Tiger. Tiger. Grr. I think Nev likes these too. So these look like a dart. Basically, they've got really short wings.
They do. Stumpy.
Stumpy.
Looks like a chicken.
Not quite a chicken. Not the analogy I would have used.
Well, if you've seen a chicken with the feathers taken out, you might see it in your freezer. It's like little wings. No? Do you know what I mean?
I'll try and visualize that next time, okay?
You can see
I
it. You have
can't
to
see it
visualize
now.
it. You
I
can
can't
pull
see
it
it
out. So how does that fly? No wonder it doesn't fly.
Well, so you're suggesting I pull it out of the freezer, throw it, and see what happens?
I
See
think,
my
you,
cat will be
I
happy.
think you'll dent the library. Okay, what's this on the floor?
Well, this is what I was talking about.
What is it?
That's pretty ugly looking. It's a Stinger.
Looks like a walrus.
So this is a gunship. So basically, they've got this big, gigantic, freight-looking
What's
thing,
it called? The Polish cannon.
and they stuck a whole heap of guns on it.
A Polish cannon, and it's got a picture of an elephant.
Yeah.
On the fuselage. But the guy elephant with it.
Well, maybe that's what the Polish like.
What, elephants?
Well, I don't know.
That's Polish. I don't think so. That's an elephant.
What's that behind it? What's going on there?
I'm not sure. Looks like they're loading it. Like the Discovery Channel.
What do you mean? What's that blue thing? Is that a baby?
Is somebody rolling a cannonball into it?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is that a hammer? I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know.
You've
But-
opened a can
but
of worms.
basically, look. So this is this big chunky looking thing.
You're gonna have to come out of
And yeah, you're pulling it back. There we go. And look at all the weaponry that are stuck on this thing.
Sideways weaponry.
So this is a gunship, which so again the twin boom thing that you know like the vampire, right? So this was how they developed the gunship, and eventually it went into a DC-3, and then it went into Hercules, and the Hercules has become Spectres and stuff, which they still use now.
If Captain Jack Sparrow was to fly a plane, I think that's what it would be. No?
Can you imagine that? What was the same artwork, the same nose art?
Potentially.
So that's a Stinger. That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Is that what you're going to put in next year's Model Expo?
No.
You've heard it here first, folks.
No.
Yep.
It's interesting looking.
There's lots of stickers, lots of different liveries. Would you
Yep.
say?
Yep.
You
Oh,
got
there it is.
ducks.
Let's get closer on this.
You're going to have to go macro. Even that's not enough.
So there's a dude with a hammer.
Hmm.
What's he smacking? I think I know what he's smacking. I don't know if we're going any further into that. Oh,
I told
okay.
you,
Let's
it's
move to the
low.
next one. What do we got here? What are they, ducks?
Quack, quack.
Geese? Gooses?
You are living proof that not all goose have long necks. Hey?
Oh, let's zoom that out. There we go. Enough of that silliness. All right.
Let's get back to this. Because it's 5 past and we've still got a big box to finger.
Have we?
Yeah.
Like what? What are we moving on to
I
now?
can't even, it's exciting. Let's do this
All
car.
right. What? More weight?
Yeah, more weights.
All right. So I've got
It's higher.
1080.
It's higher than 11. No,
1080 still low.
it's higher than 1100. We've
1180.
lower.
Lower than 1180.
We've got 1100 and 1180.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. All right. Okay. What have we got now?
I'm moving it
Let's
forward.
look at something
We
pretty
don't
exciting.
even know what it is, do we?
Yeah, we do.
A Ferrari Super America.
Oh, yeah, the number. We haven't got the number yet, and we
There's
haven't
a
got the color.
Must be I'm tipping it's a horsepower rating. That could be wrong, but I'm tipping it's probably a horsepower rating and the color.
Where do they put the horses?
on the bonnet. Prancing.
That's pretty small. It's not 400.
No, look at throughout the car. Look in the
Oh.
glove box. Crazy Italians.
Whoa, what's that?
Oh, this is the latest released from Tamiya.
This is a Tamiya BBX.
And I was very lucky to be one of the few who actually got to see the prototype car.
Yes.
The pre-production car
We saw it at the toy fair.
at the toy fair.
And without permission, we opened it up.
Yes.
And,
We changed the battery and we
That's
had
right.
we lost the body pin and
Yes,
it was good fun.
it was.
And we actually got to see it firsthand.
Yes.
And this thing is absolutely brilliant.
Pretty good, isn't it?
We got heaps of them and we don't have so many left now.
Let's
But-
have.
Let's do an unboxing.
Yep.
This
Uh-huh.
one is a very special customer of ours. I'm not saying who. I wouldn't want to get him in trouble. Let's have a look. Oh, the instructions on the top. That's unique. Have you been here already?
I'll put it there.
Oh, let's jump right in. What have we got here? Oh, we've got some bit of roll cage,
Yeah, so that's the
Big.
Nerf bars.
spare gear cover,
Receiver cover.
receiver cover. It looks like this is the speedy cover as well.
Yes.
I think they cover the speed controller up.
Yep. So it
to
doesn't get
just-
splashed.
Just aesthetically, I think. Oh, you know me, I love the tie bag.
There we go.
And these are reminiscent of the old, even before my time.
Rough Rider.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like they had the
Sand Scorcher.
The smoothies were after, no, the sand scorchers.
Yeah, it could be.
Because the frogs got the smoothies like the sand scorcher. But I
Mm.
think the Rough Rider had these.
Mm. The diameter's quite a lot bigger, isn't it?
A lot bigger, which is really good. Looks like a 2-inch wheel.
Yeah, we've got the inserts, frame inserts there, and
Frame
we've got
inserts.
chromey wheels, which are a nice touch.
The body in a bag.
Yep. So the body is actually 5 parts. So you need to cut all those out. And then with those parts, you can customize. So you can leave some of those bits off.
Leave them all off.
You could leave them all off and you have the roll cage,
And have the exoskeleton roll cage.
which is this bit here.
So that really offers nothing to the car. Well, that's for your hydroelectrics and that, but it's not part of the chassis. Where is the chassis
The
plate?
chassis is actually here. Here's the chassis plate.
And that is very modern in design in that it's not just a flat piece of plastic. How stiff is it?
It's pretty stiff. By the time you put the roll cage on it, it's going to take all that stiffness out of it.
And you can see the recess there for the battery.
Yep.
Battery
Okay, so
goes-
you've got some cooling holes, or that could even be dirt release holes. If dirt comes in, they'll just straight out again. You've got your gearbox that mounts on the back here, and there's suspension and your steering bell cranks on the front there.
and it's very modern in its steering, bell cranks, and steering post technology.
Well, that's right. So the gearbox is actually a 3-gear design, which is like
Three-gear.
like a competition type design.
Oh dear, 3-gear.
It uses 48 pitch pinions and spur.
Yeah.
So here's the suspension. We've got the large trailing arm at the back, and then the really thick arms for the front end.
And that
That's
looks like
tough as, isn't it?
glass filled plastic.
Doesn't it? Pretty stiff.
It's very stiff and it's
Mm.
got that matte finish.
What's
And
the
if
lighting?
anybody knows how to engineer plastics, it's these guys.
Okay, so we've got headlights. So you can put the LEDs in this. It's designed to do that. And then we've got some uprights, driver figure. It's an old school driver figure.
Is it?
Yep.
Barry.
Bazza.
What's
Pretty good, isn't it?
Do you think this one will get a center helmet?
Maybe. Maybe. I thought it'd be good to have a look at the instructions because
Yeah. I don't want to get into it too much because this is somebody that, again, we don't have very many of these, so it's not like we can just throw them around.
no, that's right.
And people are really precious and they've been waiting for these, haven't they?
They have.
So let's get the instructions out. Now put the box to the side.
All right, here's the manual.
So this is an all new car, but
Brand
it's,
spanking new.
but it's made to look old. And that's
It
what
is.
I love about it.
And customization is endless. So you've probably seen a lot of pre-production photos where there's a wheel screwed to the back.
Yeah.
So that's an option. And there's,
So Mira offering many option parts
That's right.
in blue anodized.
that's right.
So
Okay,
I've
so
seen
very
shock
familiar looking
caps.
manual here. Okay, so we get into the
Ball
gearboxes. You get a ball diff as standard.
How modern is that?
Very
That is-
modern.
That is a proper ball. That's not even a Tamiya diff. That's like a proper ball diff in
That's
that.
it. And if you do want a gear diff, there is a gear diff.
Why would you possibly want a gear diff?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you just want to overpower the thing and just really treat it roughly. But
Mhm.
for handling, ball diff is the way to go. Now you can see here's the 3-gear design. like so.
And it's got a nice meaty idler gear,
Mm.
and that's critical in longevity.
Yes, yes. So it's bigger than the what do you call that one?
Lay shaft.
The lay shaft gear. That's right. Then we see here how it gets a clamped spur, and you see the spur's got the hex in it because there's a slipper clutch which is available as an optional extra. So for the moment it's locked up.
It is locked up, but you
Yep.
can get an optional slipper clutch.
That's right. It's got a metal gear mount there, and then you see how it all goes together, and then just drops straight in.
And that is very much a modern competition style transmission.
That's right. Now the motor itself is not included, and you'll notice that they do picture a brushless motor because this is engineered to take brushless power.
Yeah. It's not. This has been engineered beyond
Yeah.
a torque tune or sports tuned motor.
That's right. Over here we've got the rear suspension. So there's the what do you call them? The short links of the trailing arm.
Yeah, part of the 4-link rear suspension.
That's right. And so you see there's spaces on the inside here. You can change the camber by altering the length of those by using washers, or you can even take those out completely. That'll give them more strength though.
Yes, because they have something to clamp against.
That's right. So we've got radio going in. So this is where we're talking about the very pro style.
Steering bell crank.
That's right. Servo goes in, and then you've actually got turnbuckles for the steering links. Super chunky front suspension, and these have got captured
Captured
hinge
balls.
pins and captured balls. Is that right?
Yeah, captured balls, pivot balls.
That's it. And then we start building the roll cage.
I'm definitely not the biggest fan of the captured balls, but the captured hinge pins.
Yeah, they're good.
Fantastic with no
So you can see here
circlips.
the roll cage. There's the shock mounting position there.
Yep.
And that's got a sort of similar sort of look and feel to like an old one aesthetic.
Yes. And a hot
Speed
shot.
controller, receiver going in, and then we've got the covers that go over that too. Driver, so they're the covers.
Yep.
And
Dress
then
covers.
top arm on the front suspension.
Got a bit of caster adjustment there, which is nice.
No, that's right, with spaces.
We've got inboard front wheel bearings, which is nice. So
Yep.
we're going to have a hex axle front wheel.
And the shocks are quite nice.
Yeah, and they're an aeration style or emulsion style shock.
That's right. So you can
with
see the bleed
in
hole
the
right there.
top, So no bladder.
That's right. And then you just connect up all your shocks. Pretty
Fully
much.
adjustable preload.
That's it. And then you got your trailing arm going in. And here, the pre-production ones actually were not going to include CVDs. They were just going to be dot bones. But CVDs are the stock standard of them.
I'd say probably from the flex and the stresses that they were probably having dramas, just like I'm struggling with the Frog.
That's
Yeah?
right. Yep.
I mean, it is a precision performance machine, the Frog, but
That's right.
yeah,
So you got Nerf bars going on.
Nerf bars.
Very clever design in the rear of the roll cage. So you can undo a couple of screws and it'll flip out of the waist and get access to the rear gearbox in your motor. Wheels are going on. That's pretty much it. And then it's bodywork. And so you can see all the various components of the body here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces actually.
And you want to take your time cutting those out.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Sure they
that's
fit.
going to be really quite fiddly.
That's right. So you can see how the aesthetics or the overall look is just as important. So here you see the top sections of the body is actually held on with Velcro.
Oh, there's a whole lens sheet.
Yeah, yeah. And so all the lights that are included can be lit with LEDs. So you can either buy the Tamiya LEDs or you can just do like I did and just wire up your own. And these are the option parts. So you can put on the big bore aeration shocks. You just have to change the lower mount. And then there's your gear ratio chart. How to change your caster on the front end. How to change your toe on the front end. And how to change your toe and also your camber on the rear end. There we go. And there's a setup sheet.
It's cool that they've actually introduced a setup sheet because they didn't do that for the Frog.
I betcha. No, they didn't. This will be raced as...
A one-make series.
That's right. I reckon for sure. Because I've engineered it to a point where it'll have decent suspension where all these changes, you know,
And it's going
handling.
to be a worldwide hit.
I think so.
You know, it's not going to be something that's going to go away. It's not really a limited edition.
Mm.
This is a catalog item.
Yes. Looks awesome. Overall, I think it's going to be a really fun build, and I think it's going to handle really well as well. There we go. That's
There you
the
go.
BBX, the BB01 chassis.
Is that what they're calling it?
That's right. So I wonder if they're going to design other buggies on this.
I don't see why they wouldn't in the future.
I guess it's determined by how popular this particular buggy is.
Well, it could be the basis of many things. They could do
Hmm.
a Subaru Brat on it
Well, they could.
if it was that popular. A Monster Beetle.
Mm,
You know, I'm
yeah.
just saying it's
Yeah.
not going to be as famous as that certain other one.
Yeah,
No,
that's right.
That BBX is going to be awesome.
All right, let's get some more weight guesses here.
You can have a guess about weight.
1140. Lower.
Lower.
So it means 1150 and let's get lower.
Yep.
1155 is too high. No, still haven't got it quite right.
Nobody's.
So
So we've got between 1100 and
1140.
1140.
Mm.
I thought there was somebody closer. 1140. There we go.
What do you got now?
I would like to talk to you about, along with the BBX,
Oh,
came with some favourites.
yes.
Now, it seems like just the other week I was touting the TTO2 flag, and for very good reason. They're bloody fantastic. They're really, really price conscious.
Yep.
So they're really
value.
really good value.
Yep.
They're really good for scale modelers. And a lot of people, it's an entry point for a lot of people racing.
Yep.
This one here is all new,
Porsche.
the Porsche.
What is it? GT3.
It is a GT3 992.
Hmm.
So, and that's an all new body set.
Nice.
So the other ones have been out before.
Yep.
We've had
Look
the
good.
30th anniversary Mustang's really good. That
It's
one's sold
impressive. It's
out
got a
straight
really,
away.
really interesting livery on it.
That's really cool, isn't it? So that's a special edition race one.
Yeah.
And while we were talking TTO2 very quickly, the last segment from me,
Oh, what's that?
this is a Panda build.
It is indeed.
This is a Brett and Panda build. So TTO2, we've been working in the studio. Panda's been beavering away,
And there it is.
and there it
Pretty
is.
much done, isn't it?
Thus far. Well, it's done in the fact of, yes, I've been driving it around the shop,
Drifting it.
drifting it around the shop. I wasn't quite ready and prepared to a level that I thought that should go to Bundaberg,
It was a really quick build, wasn't it?
you know. But yeah, me and Panda had this one built in a couple of hours. So we've got the body set here. So look out for episode 1, 2, and 3
Yep.
of this TTO2 coming together. I haven't done one in the studio before. And like I said, it's not a really expensive or high-end kit, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun building it. You know, like I said, you can build it in a lazy afternoon, and you can have so much fun playing with it. They are actually really good value. You don't have shocks to build, gear diffs, which just don't give any trouble, gear meshes, you know, as long as you don't overpower it. And it does come with a torque-tuned Mabuchi. So we've got a Tamiya spec speed controller in there.
Yep.
I wanted to try that out, the 1060 Tamiya speed controller.
Mhm.
We've put a Futaba receiver in there, so I compare it to my radio.
Mhm.
A basic highest 550 servo, so it's got a Metal Gear servo in there,
Mhm.
so it can take a few knocks.
Yep.
And that is ready to go. So look out for that bit of content, and it's aimed at beginners and those who love scale stuff. I suggest that you pick up one of these TTO2s, yeah, and even get it to the track. You know, you can go out to.
Yeah, these drive okay.
You can, and especially when you're going against other cars of even nature, other TTO2s, it's such a laugh. It really is. So it's not something that you take serious, but doesn't mean you don't have fun at all.
No, that's
You
right.
know, it's really cool. I know that Geelong's a big fan of them, and they're really good out there. Damo from up there, he loves his TTO racing. We've banged fenders a few times.
Fenders.
So keep an eye out for that as it comes together. That is a Panda project
Good stuff.
we did with Hearns, the TTO2. So we've got a full, check our website for full stock. We've got heaps of models in,
Lots of choice.
and do yourself a favor, pick something like that up.
Yes.
All right, I'm done. I'm cooked.
You're cooked. Okay, well, I'm pretty much done too. So how about we end up with a car, and with the car, the closest we've got so far.
I'm really glad that Syrian called it the Super America. 1110. No,
It's higher than that.
it's higher than 1110.
Yep. And it's lower than that.
It's lower than 1130.
Yep.
These guys,
So we're getting closer.
these guys are stashing it out. Stashing it out. In the meantime, let's have a look at it.
All right.
while they keep guessing
All
away.
right. All right. Let me,
So what
let
we
me do
have
the-
here is a BBR, yes,
Yes.
18th scale Ferrari 400 SA. Now, I'm really glad that young Surian called it the Super America, because I was wondering what the SA stood for.
We thought South Australia
We did think it
because
was
that's where the factory was before it moved to Italy.
before they moved it to Italy. I did hear rumor that these were made out of Elizabeth in South Australia
That's right.
before Holden took the factory over,
That's right.
but that could have been wrong.
That may have some truth to it, but not much.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much at all. So this is a Ferrari 400
Yeah.
SA Super
Yeah.
America 1962. BBR bring this one to us, and it is absolutely phenomenal.
Now, these are not the sort of design cues or lines we
Traditionally
associate with Ferrari, are they?
no, because it's their like American Grand Tourer.
Hmm.
So that is exactly why. Front engine. And what I really love about these BBR, I suppose, older kits or the ones with spokes, is the friggin' spokes on the
Oh, the
wheels.
spoke wheels. It's getting
Have a
tight.
look at this. Look at those photo etch spokes.
Yeah.
And you can see the disc and the caliper behind there quite clearly.
Make a huge difference, doesn't it?
But that wheel and that spoke is absolutely beautiful. And the detail, the beautiful aerodynamic headlights, the grills. We've got some, I want to say it's Pininfarina badging on the side there.
Yes.
One
Would
of
be
his-
Pininfarina, yes.
One of his designs. Look at that. You've got a knockoff wheel nuts.
Yep. Just bring the rubber mallet.
Rubber mallet. Would have been copper or brass, I reckon.
Really? Would have been that harsh to smack the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copper.
Wow.
You might have
Oh.
to
Let's do a bit of focusing.
have a look at the tail lights and
Pinpoint.
look at that.
Look at the chrome.
And look at the metallic paint. It's such a beautiful scale
Well,
pigment.
that's a hard thing to do, right? To get
not
the
really.
scale silver and then have a chrome that actually looks like a true chrome.
Well, this is what they do for a living, these guys, and they do it
Mm.
bloody well. This is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look at the
Fuel
filler cap.
cap. Look at
Oh, look at
the
the interior.
and the window trim,
Oh, yes.
brushed aluminium,
Yes. That'll be photo etched.
and look at the seat belts.
Yes. Oh,
Beautiful
seatbelts are all
hooks.
fitted. Yes.
And this is what you pay for when you're paying for a BBR.
Mm.
No? Beautiful metal etched door handles. If we have a look inside, you'll see metal etched on the inside of the interior as well. And the trims, the kit trims, piping on the seats.
Oh, yep.
Absolutely beautiful. It's really hard, obviously, in the studio.
Oh, look at the photo etch on the vent.
On the wipers, the wiper arms.
They're photo etched.
How
Paint
hard,
photo etch.
how hard would that be today?
Mm.
And to have it also, it doesn't just like boing apart.
And the glass is really thin too, so it doesn't give you that distortion. So clear layout.
Oh, they're clear.
Mm.
1962 Ferrari SA.
That's it.
And I'm tipping that stands for super. Look at that. It's got the Hearns in the reflection. It's pretty
Wow.
arty. That's pretty
it is
arty.
arty, isn't it?
Hey, there you go.
All right. What's the color?
Of course, the silver.
Super America Silver.
Super American silver. I don't know, but it's definitely a silver.
Right.
I actually don't
Beauties.
know. I didn't see the box. Let's confirm the weight.
All right, let's go out a bit.
Let's get. I'm not sure if anybody has done it, but let's have a look at the weight. I'll tear the.
0. All right, so we're closing up on the guesses, and what do we got?
11,
1117.
17. Who guessed that? Anybody?
1115, I think is the closest.
1115.
1115, yeah, it looks like it. Thunder turbine. 1115.
Out of 1117. There you go.
Wow, close.
Very close. No cigar to anybody, but nonetheless, all fun on the adventure.
Yeah, for sure.
1.1 kilos.
It's beautiful, isn't
7
it?
grams.
I love the light lenses too.
They're absolutely phenomenal. Well, that was a huge episode 168.
Mm.
No, we visited Bateman's Bay.
We did.
We visited Bundy.
Yes.
We had Master Joe on.
Mhm.
Hey, if anybody knows where to find, he ran off during COVID. He's found him up there in Bundy. Hey, you find him at a racetrack somewhere.
Found him up there with a tan.
Hey, that's right. Keen to show off the guns.
That's
He'll
it.
be working out with Steve Cornell next.
Right.
He'll be down in the gym tonight working out,
Right.
oiling up.
Olive oil.
That is fantastic, guys. Thank you for our drivers for checking in. Good luck to the race team over the weekend,
Yes,
near and far. And thank you, everybody, for watching and supporting us.
that's right. So keep up to date with our social media.
Yes.
We'll have updates on how the races go in both locations, and then also some new items to show off as well.
That is fantastic, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
I'm Brett. He's BJ, and thank you for watching.
See you next time round.